It'll take critical mass of good people in parliament, people who understand what is happening, people who know what is going on, and who are willing to stand and fight and speak for you. People who are not lamb flaps and beer politicians. That is why it's very important that you, especially you adults, because it's adults that vote. It's adults that go and in 5 minutes they make a decision that is going to affect the next 5 years of their life, their children's life, or even the future of your country. So you adults have to be very careful with who you support. Don't support someone just because he's your tambu, just because he's your kandre, just because he is someone who regularly buys you beer or shouts you to a round of pokies. You support someone because he's a leader. And leaders are very hard to find. They're not easily found. Nothing good, nothing valuable is easily found. You can't just walk out of your house and suddenly stumble on a nugget of gold. You can't. You can't just be on your way to a market and suddenly see a diamond and pick it up and go and sell it for billions. You can't. It's rare. It's hard to find. Leaders are like that. They're rare. They're hard to find. Politicians are common. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. And if you get a politician, then you'll get those type of decisions. Just mere political decisions, not leadership decisions. Lamb flaps and beer decisions. And who's to blame? You are. But you should be concerned about your future. You should be concerned about your children. If you want to be motivated to vote for the right person, I ask you to carry out this small experiment. Carry this experiment out. When you go home from here today, try and carry this experiment out. You parents, with your children. Call your children. Call them in, sit them down, and you sit down in front of them. And you look into your children's eyes. You look into your children's eyes. And you ask yourself, what type of future are you going to leave this child? You want to be motivated to vote? You try this experiment. Take your child tonight, sit him down in front of you and look into his innocent eyes or her innocent eyes. She never asked to be here. He never asked to be here. He's hoping for a good country, a better world, a good, bright future. But what type of better world, bright future are you going to leave him? You're going to make that decision in 2022. You sit down and you look at your child and you ask yourself, what type of future am I leaving my child? And there's the motivation you will need to stand up and find a leader. And they're there. They're not easy to find. They're there, but they can be found. And when you find a leader, it doesn't mean that he should pay you to vote for him or she should pay you to vote for her. What are you doing to invest in that leader? This is another problem that we have in our country. Everybody wants to be paid to vote for someone. But you've got it wrong. If you want something, you have to invest in it, not be paid for it. If you're paid for it, it's taken away from you. Then you have no right to talk about it again because it's not yours. But you invest in it, you have every right to talk about it. It's yours. Very simple fundamental principle that many of us don't realize. And if you are educated, those of you who are educated, you have to go home and talk to our people at home because they look up to you. You yourself are a leader in some way, in your community, in your house line. You go and educate them. You talk to them about this. And you explain to them the importance of knowing the difference between a leader and a politician, the importance of having a secure future, the importance of fighting for your land, the importance of fighting for your child's future. You talk to them and explain to them so that they will make that committed effort. And all of you come together, you bilang maki wan mana tok em selamani em leader ya, em no sa drink beer, em no sa play pokies, em strong laman, em sa sanap wan tay mi bilang lo community, mi bilang mas maki mem na puti mem go inside. And then you bilang maki mislakain man na puti mem go inside. Because he will fight for you and your children and your future. And that's what should be what motivates you to go out there and find such a person.